Hey everybody, welcome to Shadowlands Beta of World of Warcraft here on G4G. I am your host, Druidicus, otherwise known as Napalm Dawn. Now, this is not the Druidicus on my live server, but rather it is the Druidicus that was created simply for the beta. My real Druidicus has been transferred up, and it was able to give me a little bit of an idea of where a well-rated character compares to a template character or somebody who were to level up to 50 with Shadowlands. And let me tell you, the rating character contains quite a good deal of armor level over a fresh 50. So far I've been up to 56, which was running wow, is that dailies? Oh, interesting. I've unlocked dailies at 56. Huh. So I've run Bastion into the ground, as you can see here with the Path of Ascension, and I am currently working on Maldraxxus because it is linear leveling. So as you can see here, I've got a lot going on. Now, I got out of Bastion not at 52 like it says, but at 54. Mostly because a couple times a bunch of plot quests were bugged. So I explored kind of explored the area. I did a lot of mob killing. I went after some rares. I revealed almost the entirety of the map. And discovered some out-of-the-way quests and everything, like the choice between picking the mechanical Mount Lion and the real natural Mount Lion. And then I got into Maldraxxus at 54 and have now leveled up twice. And as you can see, I have about half of the map left to go, maybe 2/3 of the map. So I seem to be leveling awfully fast, but apparently when I logged in here today at 56, because I logged out in Oribos, I got a summons to go to the Enclave. I talked to Tal and Aura, and he's like, okay, go research the Covenants and go pick somebody. So you go to the people in the Four Corners. Now you'll see these banners when you're leveling, and you know something's going to happen here. And this is all shall be revealed, as Apocalypse said. So, I'll talk to these guys real quick, just to give you the experience, and we'll see what they say. So, oh, okay, you can do this at the table. You don't have to talk to these guys, but here you go. So here is your armor for Kyrian. Here is your mount. I do not think this is related to the mechanical versus natural mount quest that I did, although maybe. Summon Steward, a signature ability. On a 5-minute cooldown, call your steward, one of the Machoke looking owl things. Call your steward to bring you a Filial of Serenity that can be consumed to restore 15% health and remove all cures, disease, poisons, bleed, and effects. Your steward additionally offers you access to a selection of useful amenities each once per day. I kept getting juice when I would run into them. I don't know if that's what they give you. But then there is Kindred Spirits, which is a class ability. Form a bond with an ally. Every 1 minute you may empower the bond for 10 seconds, granting you an effect based on your partner's role, granting them an effect based on your role. So sort of like symbiosis. For a tank, which is what I am, protect your bonded partner, redirecting 40% of the damage they take to you unless you fall below 20% health. Kind of boring. Not really that big of a fan of either one of those. So you're given the... Oh, okay, actually cool. Let's summon the steward. And let's see what is the thing. Okay, so apparently he can sell. There's the files, or the filials. Surprisingly, there is nothing else. He hasn't given me anything else over here. He just acts as a vendor, and we all have mounts that do that. And thank you. Yeah, I don't... That one's a little weak, in my opinion. So there's Kindred Spirits, which doesn't even show up as a buff on him. Connect with your inner spirit, reducing damage taken by 10% for 10 seconds. Well, yeah. Alright, yeah. Kind of boring, in my opinion. And they have the ability to reset stuff, so cool. Now, Ardenweald, I have not played yet, nor have I played with the Necrolords. Yeah, well, yeah. Necrolords is where I am currently, because this is Draka. So if you do strengths, they show you the gear, which is honestly kind of badass, and fits the staff that I have. Their home is Maldraxxus, and these are the abilities I'm running with now when I'm in Maldraxxus. Form a shield of flesh and bone over 4 seconds that absorbs damage equal to 20% of your maximum health. Channeling near a corpse claims their essence to grow the shield up to 50% of your maximum health. This is most effective against powerful enemies like a boss or something. Adaptive Swarm is a class ability. Command a swarm that heals nearly 3,000 or deals 1.2k shadow damage over 12 seconds to a target. Increases the effectiveness of your periodic effects on them. Upon expiration, it jumps, alternating between friend or foe 3 times. I like this one. I've been using it a lot. 25-second cooldown is great. 2 minute for kind of a bone shield over here. And this being my armor is killer. It's dark. And, you know, that's a fun little mount over there. I guess I'm going to conduct a bit of a spoiler for myself over here and look at the others, because I haven't encountered them yet, but for the sake of this video, I guess I will spoil them. This is what it's like to use this. It, as you can see, it restores health, and for me, it would probably up my bleeds. Boomkins may like Adaptive Swarm quite a lot. Now here's Draven. I have a screenshot of Draven. He just showed up in the world. I was near, I think maybe the Citadel of Loyalty. I was near a city over here that had all 60s in it. And I came around a western edge, and all of a sudden he just appeared like he'd been my friend for a while, and he was just sitting there outside the city with me like he was going to invade it with me. He was friendly, didn't say anything, I couldn't click on him to do anything, but he just showed up. So, okay. Here's the Venthyr, which are kind of the vampires of it. That's a pretty cool face mask, and shoulders. Shoulders are huge. I do like this armor. That mount is a little tough to see. The mount is pretty cool too. Dwarf Shadows. When through the shadows, appearing in a targeted location. I mean, okay, not really too sure how useful that's going to be in dungeons and raids, and I mean, maybe a big get out of AoE on the ground thing, if it can be cast in combat and act like a warlock portal or something like that, or maybe taunt, maybe a ping pong taunt where if here's a guy you're taunting, and you taunt and it comes all the way across the field and it gets over to you, and just as it gets you, you go back. Maybe as a way of avoiding massively damaging abilities in a raid or something, but it just doesn't seem as useful as what I was seeing from the Maldraxxus faction. Ravenous Frenzy. For 20 seconds, druid spells you cast increase your damage, healing, and haste, stacking. If you spend a second and a half idle, the frenzy overcomes you, consuming 3% of your health per stack, stunning you for 1 second, and ending. I mean, what's I mean, as long as you're doing an ability, I would imagine that it doesn't count as idle, and moving doesn't count as idle. So, okay, it seems cool. Maybe this is a good kitty ability. It's a good class. I mean, relatively long cooldown, but that does seem to be a pretty cool ability. Based on armor, based on mounts and abilities, so far for me, Maldraxxus is winning. And now to the final faction over here. By the way, these are target dummies, so that you can walk up to them and do this. See, there's their shadow damage. And suffering 22 damage. 102. Yeah, it didn't really seem to reinforce what the damage would, the increased damage would be. Now here's Arnweald, aka Dark Nature. Oh, well, there's the jump. So you can see that's pretty cool. Remind me of the Night Fae. Is this really my Night Fae armor?
Wait to see what you do next.
Alright, let's try that again.
You could probably use a little help, huh?
I'm surprised. Okay, I'm not really too sure why this is my Night Fae armor when it's literally what I'm wearing, which is gear that I've been getting in Maldraxxus. Huh. That's a little weird, but okay. Signature ability, Soul Shape. Turn into a Vulpin, teleporting you 15 yards forward and increasing your movement speed by 50%. You may reactivate Soul Shape every few seconds to teleport again. Last 12 seconds or indefinitely while in a rest area. Class ability. Call upon the Night Fae for an eruption of energy, channeling a rapid flurry of druid spells and abilities over 4 seconds. You will cast Wild Growth, Swift Mend, Moonfire, Wrath, Regrowth, Rejuvenation, Rake, and Thrash on appropriate nearby targets, favoring your shapeshift form. And the mount is this wonderful Argus Talbot looking thing. Pretty cool mount though. I mean, those are nice ornate antlers over there. I would like a mod to fit the mount other than this weirdness. I want to see these abilities. They are slightly tempting, to be honest. Okay, bear mode. Oh, there's... Okay, yeah. I hit the, I thought I was hitting the teleport one there for a second. Alright, so. The rejuves are going on me. Oh, do I have to sit still? I may have to sit still. Hold on a second.
Did you need something? Well,
Let's see what happens. Oh dear, that thing is mad at me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bastion thick boy. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just gonna go over here. Sorry. What's doing damage to me? Nature's Resolve, Uber Strike. Hit you? What? Oh, the training dummy. Okay. Alright, that's what it was. Alright, can I get out of combat with you? Maybe? By the way, Orbis is an annoying city where that section that I was in is not considered outdoors. I have to go over here to get outdoors. And then you go in here and you're indoors again. So you can't stay mounted throughout the whole city. I rather like this ability. But the only thing is I have to stay channeling.
what fun you're about to have. So nice to see you.
Turn into a Vulpin, teleporting 15... Alright, let's see. So it has a little bit of a cooldown. Oh, I got out of range of the area. Okay. It's okay. To be honest, their class ability is really, really tempting.
You could probably use a little help, huh?
Let's just see if I can break the channel, if that is, in fact, what really happens. Yes. Okay, so that might get a little tough for people to get used to, that you have to remain channeling on it. I mean, how many people had issues channeling their goddamn necks on the N'Zoth fights and would cancel their necks because
So
they
nice to
moved?
see you.
If you could break your habits and not move for 2 seconds, it does seem rather powerful, but then Vulpin mode... it just seems okay. I mean, I have a lukewarm response to this. But these guys, on the other hand, all of, like, I can use both of these to great effect. Yeah, see, there's my shield. I mean, to me, both of those abilities are... Wow, that thing was kicking my ass, actually. Those things were quite effective. And Kyriad's just boring as shit. I honestly...
Trust in the purpose.
While I am slightly... And by the way, if you go to the table and you hit the magnifying glass, you see the same exact stuff that the individual people tell you. I am... I'm honestly mostly tempted by the Necrolords. One of the Night Fae abilities is cool, Convoke Spirits, but the Necrolords, to me, are where it's at. On the whole, for me.
Blessed be her voice.
I mean, yeah, I'm already in Maldraxxus. That's where I'm active right now. You sent me there, so...
Path is chosen.
I don't know exactly what the deal is there, but okay. So there you go, guys. That's what it's like to pick a covenant. Speak to...
I speak for the one who is silent.
Yeah, I'm hitting accept. Oh, it's probably because I've been there. It might not let me pick it, but let's check the map real quick. So Maldraxxus is 50 to 60. Oh, now they all say 50 to 60. Weird. Alright, I'll pick Ardenweald.
Come forth and be judged.
Fine. Ardenweald, probably because I've already picked the Maldraxxus one. Yep, that's
Hear
it.
the words of the Arbiter.
Winter Queen. Okay, cool. Well, and now then another quest has showed up over here, and very interesting. You look at your reputation group. Yeah, okay. So that's what it's like for a Guardian Druid. Oh, here's commendations, by the way. And this isn't the only person to give you commendations. You see these over here? Well, no, it's not that one. Apparently, it's... Yeah, it may be a daily thing. I already picked up some similar ones to that. That's what it's like for a Guardian Druid to go ahead and pick your class. I'm surprised it was given to me at 56, considering I have no experience with half the factions. It seems like it's very hard to make an informed decision there when I only have direct experience with 4 of the abilities out in the wild out of 8. But, you know, at least I can test on the dummies and everything, which is super helpful. And It seems like my Maldraxxus homies are the way to go for me. Although Ardenweald is rather druidy and could be good for the lore and whatnot, but just not all of their abilities are really fully tempting me. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it and got to experience what it's like to pick a faction in Shadowlands. Peace out, everybody.